Hello, everyone. Today I am joined by Luke, who is one of our domestic abuse champions and a housing officer. Hi, Luke.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Good. Um, I guess one of my first questions I'd like to ask you is what motivated you to become a domestic abuse champion?
What motivated me to become a domestic abuse champion? Uh, I guess it's like recognizing the like many different forms of abuse, um, and just like a willingness and a want to support victims, um, and recognizing that they are being abused and they can come forward, and encouraging them to come forward to get as much help as they can.
Mhm.
um, whether that's through like speaking to a domestic abuse charity, getting property strengthening measures on their property, or reporting matters to the police, just enabling me to support them as best as I can.
Thank you. And how's being a domestic abuse champion positively impacted your role at Phoenix?
So being a domestic abuse champion is, yeah, it's really impacted my role. Um, because like I said earlier, it's allowed me to recognize the lots of different forms, and it's given me the tools and the knowledge to do my job better
Mm.
and support victims of domestic abuse more thoroughly. Um, and yet again, around recognizing different forms of abuse and encourage them to speak up, and like different tactics we can do around that, and just sort of letting them know that they're in good hands and that I can help them with their problems and that they're
Mm.
safe.
Thanks very much, Luke. Yeah, it is quite a rewarding role, I think. But what would you say is the most rewarding part of the role?
Uh, the most rewarding part, well, the most rewarding thing for me is when you really like see that you can make a difference in someone's life. Um, so whether that be supporting them with a move, um, making it, like I said before, like putting in safety measures to help them feel secure in their property, or like feeling like they can come forward.
Mm.
Um, it's about making them realize they're not stuck. They don't have to feel stuck in an unhealthy relationship, an unhappy, abusive relationship, and that there's possibilities and, yeah, ways for them to move forward and move on with their lives.
Oh, yeah, it must be. Obviously, don't want to talk about sort of any cases, if any, that you've been dealing with. Um, but I think that's one of the reasons why I also decided to join as a domestic abuse champion. It is those being able to support someone through to changing their lives for the better. So that, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Um,
that's sort of why we're all in it, really.
mm. And I guess my last question to you is, obviously, I'm doing these interviews with some of my other colleagues who are also champions to raise awareness and to mark the White Ribbon Day and campaign. Can I ask you what the White Ribbon campaign means to you?
Yeah, so the White Kit Ribbon campaign means to me, it means me as a man supporting women and girls who are victims of domestic abuse, domestic violence. Um, it means like encouraging other men also to be allies, and about speaking up and recognizing harmful behaviors, views, and attitudes, and calling it out, and just generally, encouraging people to be a support system for, yeah, victims and survivors of domestic abuse.
Oh, thank you, Luke. I think that is a very succinct way um, of letting everyone know why, well, one, why you've become a champion and what it means to you. Um, Thank you so much for joining me today. It's good to hear from one of the male colleagues in our cohort. So, um, yeah, thank you. Thank you for speaking to me.
Thanks, Faye.